Hey everyone, Shashank the site finally, and we are starting out with a new video. And in this video, we'll be discussing about integrations. What integrations I'm talking about? I'm talking about basically the data tracking and how you can actually track your results. So I'll be talking about two different things. One is obviously the pixel, and the second one is the pixel helper. So these two things I'll be talking about. I'll not talk about all the complete test events and how you can set up the events and all these things today, which we'll be discussing in the next upcoming videos. So you have to actually first of all understand that how you should be tracking and why you actually need tracking in this complete scenario. Because tracking is something without that you will not be able to know that if your ads are really performing or it is just only, spending money of yours. So if you're spending your money every single day, you need to know that from where your customers are coming and what they are actually doing on your website. And if they are on a specific stage where they can buy, but you don't know anything about it, then definitely you will be losing your sales. So in that scenario, definitely we'll be learning about how you can set up all these things with the simple codes and without doing a lot of coding work especially. So let's get started. First of all, you need to have a plugin which we call as this Facebook Pixel Helper. So Facebook Pixel Helper you can directly install by directly going on to Google by searching for this. You will also find it here inside, right inside the integrations. So all you have to do is basically you have to install this Facebook Pixel Helper extension. You can directly install on your Chrome as a Chrome. This you can see here. These are the extensions. So you can install as an extension. If you don't know how to install extensions, click on this, go to more tools and then extensions. So inside the extensions, you will see all the extensions which are available here. Click on this button here and click on open Chrome Web Store. You can also directly Google search Chrome Web Store and you will find this here itself as well. So if you will search for Pixel Helper maybe, so you will figure out Pixel Helper easily. Just search for this and this is the Facebook Pixel Helper. It is already installed, so I cannot see any install button here. Otherwise you will see here. So this is basically the Facebook Pixel Helper. You can click on it and you can see that remove from Chrome is the option available because I already installed it. So you need to install it and you're done. Nothing much you have to do. Why you need this particular Pixel Helper tool? It's because when you do any installs on your website, if you are installing your Pixel, what is Pixel? First of all, you need to also understand that Pixel is basically a piece of code which you put on your website and they start tracking everything for you. So everything means when a user is visiting a specific web page, if they're clicking on the specific buttons you want them, or they are viewing any specific URL, or they are viewing any specific part of your web page, you can track all these things. And the best part about tracking all these things is you need to know that which kind of customers are actually interested in your product. It tells you. So if suppose you have a landing page where you sell a product maybe, so customer goes there and they only check the product and they do not do anything and they just bounce the page. So you'll not be able to know that, if a customer did what kind of things on your page without pixels. So when you track all these things that a customer visited my page but did nothing, so this customer might not be interested in the product because they did nothing at all. So you can ignore them. But if a customer visited your page and they might clicked on the add to cart button, or they might just open the page of your product and then did not do anything, so it means that he might be or she might be interested in a similar category of product but not exactly yours. You can still send them a specific ad campaign, share them a specific ad campaign, which campaign can, which can actually help them to understand more about your product. Or you can also ask them that what kind of things you are looking for, so they can directly contact you, and obviously you can do the sales. So that's how this whole system works. It is completely the customization, the personalization of your ad campaigns. So that's why we say that the first ad campaign that you run does not convert very well unless you have a very good offer or you have a very amazing brand value already created. So you cannot have sales without these, right? How to do all this, how to create the brand image, everything I'll talk about in the upcoming videos. So nothing to worry, obviously. And now finally you understood the pixel, you understood the need of the pixel, and you also know how to install this pixel helper. Now you can see that this specific page has a Facebook pixel helper extension enabled. You can see this is, lighting up blue. It means that the pixel is set up on this page. So you can see that Facebook is collecting my page view data as well as my micro data, schema, open graphs, JSON, and all these basic information they are collecting from me. So if I maybe I go to a website called my own website, right, from where you bought this course, obviously. So if I go to this, not the admin page, but the regular website, so you will be able to see that if the pixel is, you can see that this is not lighting up, but now it is lighting up, and it shows that I'm tracking two different codes here, two different things. The one is obviously the page view, manual, show, load, pixel time, everything, and the second one is microdata, right? Let's open up another page, maybe this SEO course page, and let's see what it says. So you can see I have two things, because recently Facebook, announced a new update, which is Pixel Convergence API. So this API conversion thing, the conversion API thing, I need to set up, which I have not done yet. So you can see that my page view is active and my leads are also active, as well as my initiate checkout is active. I cannot see any purchase because in the last 9-10 days I got 7 recent purchases. So in the recent days there are no purchases because I was not running ads, obviously, you guys know it. So that's why it is not showing up in data here so far. So you got the idea how this pixel helper helps you to identify if the pixel is working or not. Now let me give you another idea from the similar angle. What if you wanna find Facebook advertising customers? This is something which you should be looking at as well. Means you can look for a client website and check out if they have their pixel activated or not. If they don't have their pixel activated, it means that there is some problem. And you obviously can ask them that, sir, are you running Facebook ads or not? We can help you do your campaigns and can help you generate at least 2 to 3 times of your ROI. So if they are spending maybe 10,000, you can get them, you can earn them 30,000 around. So they would be interested, because once you talk to a business owner about the money, they are more interested. So that's what you need to do. If you find out that, the pixel helper is not installed on their websites, it means that they're not running Facebook ads. So you can approach them, right? That's how you also get the customers. Hope you get the idea. Now let's come to the main part, which is the integration. So first of all, how to create a pixel. My pixel is already created. You need to create a pixel using this. So sorry, this is the create ad you can see here. The other ones also has, if you can create more pixels. I cannot create more pixels inside this one single account. I need to have one pixel for one account, obviously. So I cannot have more than that, but you can create for the new account easily. So if I go to maybe any other, maybe this one, I guess this is not active account, or maybe this one. Let's see this. Hopefully we have an active account here, because I deactivated these accounts as they were not being used. So you can see that connect to data source for India, and it shows you app, offline, CRM, what you need to do here. So I cannot see an ad account does not have permission, because this account is currently not active. So if I want to add maybe an app, I can do that by clicking on connect, set up events, ads, get started, and they will tell me how to set up everything. So install your app event manually, connect to a partner by which you can use it. So you can use obviously the manual thing here. So if you have an e-commerce and retail store, education, entertainment, media, whatever it is, you can click on that. You will have all the data here mentioned for you. You can also see some more events which will be automatically done for you. Like if you want to get the data for ad click, ad impressions, add to carts, add to wish list, everything you can set up here right away and click on continue. Once you click on continue, give instructions to yourself, email to developer. So you can click on this and the information will be emailed to you in the case of apps, but for the case of web, you will see the code here itself. So once you get the code, you need to do two things. The number one thing is you can actually do two things. Not you don't need to do two things. You can do two things. The number one thing is you can directly add the code inside your dashboard, WordPress website, or whatever it is. You can directly add it to the main code. Or the second thing you can do is you can also use the Google Tag Manager and can set up the codes from there, because it happens a lot of times when you add multiple types of codes on your website. So the more number of scripts you add to your website, the more time it takes to load. So your web pages will be slow in that case. So what I did, I use this header footer code manager plugin, which you can obviously install. It's a very simple plugin available everywhere on the WordPress. It's a free one, header footer code manager, and this is how it looks. So just click on this once it is installed, and you see that all the campaign, tags I am using right here. So the number one is for the Facebook pixel, the active campaign email tracking data, Facebook purchase event data, AdWords remarketing tag, everything is being set up here itself. So you can see pretty easily. If you want to check out the Facebook pixel, how does it look like? You can also see here. So I use the snippet name as Facebook pixel. It is going to be used site-wide because I am tracking all the pages on the website. Location is the header, which should be, and show on all devices, active. And below you can see my Facebook code. So everything is here inside. You just copy and paste the Facebook pixel code, which you got from the, this particular events page. So once it is done, all you have to do is you have to just click on update and you are done. Your code is updated. Many people ask me that, can we do from appearance and then go to theme editor and then go to maybe the functions page or maybe the footer page or maybe the header.php page and can update there? Yes, you can, but in some cases what happens when we update our themes, right, which is pretty common because a theme is pretty much something which is a software kind of thing which you got from their developers. So the developer keep on changing their themes, adding new offers, new things, new features, everything is there. So when they update, you also have to update your themes. Otherwise your themes go vulnerable to phishing attacks. So in that case, when you update your theme, these pixel codes goes away, right? They don't get saved. So in that case, it's a no-go to add your code into theme editor. And I would recommend you to use this kind of plugin and can add the code. If you don't want to use any of the plugins, all you can do is go to header footer code manager. Just one plugin you need to install and add one single script of tag manager. And once you get the tag manager script, you can then add all the tags inside the tag manager. And that one script you added here from the tag manager will sum up all these scripts in one script, and that will not delay the page loading time of your website, obviously. So this is how this thing should be done. Once it is done, you need to then set up obviously your events thing, which I'll be discussing about in the next upcoming videos. Don't worry, how to set up the events, how to do all these things, how you can even set up the events for e-commerce websites where you have multiple products or maybe regularly updating products. So how you can do all these things, I'll be discussing in the next upcoming videos. So hope you understood the integration part. This is something which is mandatory before even running your first campaign. So when your landing page is ready, you need to do all these things. If you don't do it, you don't track the data. And when you don't track the data, you have a big problem. So make sure you do that. And once it is done, you are good to go. Right? So hope you got the idea how to do it. Some people also track the data inside the Google Analytics, which is pretty fine. There is no problem with that as well. For the Google Analytics, you need to add some, goals inside the Google Ads platform and add all these things inside there as well. It is pretty simple, nothing too much, confusing there as well. So you can easily find a lot of videos on YouTube as well to run all this. If you still want me to cover all these things, do let me know in the comment section and I'll do that for you. But it is pretty simple thing, which is kind of a 2-minute thing. You can also do it yourself. and it's not a big deal, trust me. Right? So hope you understood this complete testing idea and how you can integrate your pixel. Once your pixel is integrated, you will start seeing all these data once somebody visits your web page and start adding information. The same IP you are being accessing, you're accessing actually your data from, that ID will not be tracked. So if you go on your website, you might see a live view here, but you won't see any page view data or all anything like that. So this is a problem, obviously. And if your pixel is active, you will see this one integration active message here. Previously, we were seeing a green button which shows as yes, the pixel is activated now, but now you can see this one. Right? Simple. Click on the manage integrations. You can see the browser pixel is active. Right? So if you don't see this active, it sometimes take a bit of time, around 20 to 30 minutes maybe. So you need to wait for it and then check out once again if you added on your website previously and it is not being shown up here. Right? So hope you get the idea now. And if you have any more doubts, you obviously can ask in the comment section below and I'll be happy to help you. I'll see you there in the next video. Till then, bye. Bye.